Hello everyone, Martin here, back with another Legacy video. Today, just taking a one-off break from casting Doomsday and playing a four-color Beanstalk. You can call it control, you can call it mid-range, I don't know. So at the time of recording, we are like a couple of days removed from TK Strachan's amazing Eternal Weekend North America takedown. TK played a lists sort of, along these lines, but crucially had access to, because it was a paper event, the Triumph of St. Catherine, which unfortunately, I don't know, a year and 6 months or so down the road, however long it's been, it's still not available on Magic Online to the ruin of all of us. Um, yeah, a lot could be said about that. I don't know enough of the details to really take a deep dive, but from what I understand, it's something to do with like a rights thing because it's a Warhammer card. So I don't know if it's something about the artwork or the IP or whatever, but for some reason it is not on Magic Online. From what I understand, it's not about like them not being able to code it or the mechanics or anything. So without Triumph of St. Catherine, I think the obvious sort of sidestep is to go with Uro, which is another like grindy, life gainy card. Now, Triumph of St. Catherine synergizes with Beanstalk to draw a card. Uro draws a card all on his own. Uro can be pitched to Force of Will and requires no sort of miracle setup. But then again, Uro dies to Pyroblast and is susceptible to Karakas, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, but that's where we are. We are sort of a Bant deck splashing black for Orcish Bowmasters, and then we have a couple of black cards. Actually, only really two black cards, which are the two Pernicious Deed in the sideboard. A TK was playing, I think, like an Opposition Agent and had Leovold, so you can definitely go deeper into black, like Plague Engineer. I don't know, but I feel like this deck is well enough set up to deal with creatures. I'm running a Life from the Loam package with two Wastelands. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's not. This is honestly not in my wheelhouse normally, so I could just be sort of way off the reservation here. Finally enough, I actually made this list. I think like on the weekend before TK won his tournament. So I was already pretty interested in this sort of space. And TK's performance just made me all the more interested and all the more rueful that we don't have the Triumph on Magic Online. But it is what it is. So this deck is just like yeah, it's pretty cool. I feel like the mana base is kind of hard to construct. I'm really in like I feel like there are at least like a couple more lands I would want in here. Like I would ideally I think want another Underground Sea, probably a Bayou, but then maybe not the Scrubland. I don't know. Initially, I started out with like a basic, no basic plains, but like a basic forest and a basic island, because I thought, well, green is more important with Uro and whatnot. But that's just not the case. Like you absolutely need the basic island. Sorry, the basic plains, because that is sort of what unlocks your leyline bindings and what makes you actually capable of like answering a blood moon effect in game one. In game two, we have a couple of blue blasts. I think this deck is like it's a little bit soft to fast combo, but we do have the tools to put in some work there. It's really, I think, pretty solid against like tempo strategies. It's decent enough versus like stuff like initiative and just like creature decks. And then my biggest concern, honestly, is like facing bigger control decks like Yorion, four or five colors with red with four Theralingas and stuff. I kind of put this in. This feels like very outdated tech to like work in those matchups. Court of Cunning, But yeah, we shall see. But I think that's enough talk. Let's go try this out. Round one. All right, on the play. Yeah. This this hand is decent if we don't get Wasteland from our opponent on turn one, which I think like this deck that's like one of its weaknesses. I think it's like it is somewhat susceptible to Wasteland, but I mean we do play 21 lands. We play there's Wasteland of course, 21 lands and 2 Lorn Reveals and Life from the Loam, but yeah. We need now the deck to give us a land. Okay, that was good. Not gonna play into a second Wasteland here. Okay, so this is probably a Delver deck. So now we could get some basics under us, but we don't have basic forest, so I think it's probably better to just not play play around trying to play around more wastelands. I'm gonna get Savannah here, and let's see here if they daze us, that's a little bit annoying. They force. Okay, I think I force back. They obviously would have dazed if they had it. So this could be a Beanstalk mirror. Oh, okay. What's going on here? Underground Sea. Is this Brainstorm? Or they just ran? They had the daze. That's impressive. Okay, so they got us here. Our hand is sort of not really going places here. Maybe this is the bug Beanstalk deck. Like I'm trying to work out why would you not just daze in the first place? It's because you were sort of racing for a 2-drop. And maybe that 2-drop is Beanstalk. Somewhat confused here, but and also a little bit sad that my hand is now contains this Terminus. I would love a Brainstorm myself. Volcanic Island. Ponder, huh? It's like Grixis Delver, I suppose. They shuffle on the Ponder. I need some action here. It's not action. I'm not going to sniff at more lands, though. I think lands are probably okay here. Okay. I would be really upset to find to like have them play like a planeswalker or something here. I think I'm gonna leyline bind this. This is upsetting if they then like Murktide next turn, but I also we drew found a plow here. I also don't really hate not giving them all the surveil action. Okay, this is Seek the Beast maybe, or Bowmaster. Bowmaster, okay. Yeah, I'm gonna plow you. So this is, it would appear, Grixis Delver, but Badlands is a bit, I think, unusual, but I like it. I think I'm gonna just keep playing out my lands here. I can also fetch a Mystic Sanctuary, fetch a plow to the top now. And we can hardcast a Terminus right now. Okay, they're Seeking the Beast. So it's all 4 colors, what was exiled here. 2 lands, one of them being a wasteland. Okay. So if they want to wasteland us, they can't Bloodstain Mire, which maybe could, I don't know if they're playing Bayou, to get to green mana. Okay, they Thoughtseize away the Terminus. That's actually almost better because now Terminus can get Mystic Sanctuary to the top. Okay, they give up on the wasteland. They have a 1/1. We can take some beats for a while, and then okay, another Bowmasters. I almost want to save the Terminus, but then again, I think like, so if I draw like a cantrip here, I guess I wouldn't draw that anyways. Now let's just take our draw step. Okay. So many lands. Maybe this is when I stop playing out the lands in case I actually draw Brainstorm. All right, let's pass here. If they know what's what, they will know that there is at least a somewhat reasonable chance that there's Mystic Sanctuary in my deck, and they won't play out more threats. Unless they're sitting on Force of Will, of course. Okay, they did have Bayou, and they are playing the Druid. I'm actually glad they didn't Wasteland because they could otherwise stop Mystic Sanctuary. But okay. Let's get a basic island, and then a tundra, and then actually we should get Trop, Tundra, and Mystic Sanctuary here. Strictly speaking, the Tundra is maybe overkill because we have Caracas, Savannah, and the basic plains in our hand. Okay, so we are at 7 life now. Let's hope they don't have like a Cling to Dust or something. All right, or like a Force of Will. That would probably be game over for us. Okay, Terminus just resolved. They have another Bowmaster. Oh, fuck off. Okay. Third Bowmaster. Yeah, it looks like I'm just getting ground out. Just drew too many lands. I guess like my own Bowmasters here would be pretty great. Or a Murktide. Leyline Binding, huh? I mean, they're holding up double or hardcast force here, but I'm gonna make them do it on their own upkeep. I keep tapping Caracas here because I really don't expect any legendary creatures to pop up over there, and you know, then that makes it the worst white producing land I have in play. So, okay, now I'm in bolt range, which it appears they have. Sure, GG's. Okay, I think the blue blasts are decent. I think Veil of Summer and Carpet of Flowers is good, or are good. I think I don't know what comes out here. Some of the forces. Yeah, I think I like that. Think like one Beanstalk maybe, because we were boarding out forces. And I know what the last cut is. Maybe a Murktide. I really don't like going down on threats because this deck is somewhat threat light. This means we have 8 things that can win rather than 9. But yeah, maybe that's stupid. Maybe it's the second to last force. I don't like having no Force of Wills versus these kinds of decks, but maybe that's just me needing like a comforter. Ugh, this is a hand that I just asks to lose. I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is more like it. Let's send away the Wasteland, actually. We could send away Orcish Bowmasters, because, you know, no black mana. But, I'm not gonna do that. Okay, no Wasteland. Alright. There's DRC. And there's a Plow, which I am going to cast. We didn't show them Uro, but, you know, it stands to reason there is Uro in this deck. Okay. Now they have Bowmaster mana. So we drew a second Uro, which if they have Surgical, it's just a gigantic punish. But I think this is sort of the direction this hand is going. And if they Bowmasters is here, I think that's okay. Okay, they're seeking the beast. That's not Bowmaster. They found Wasteland and again 2 lands. That's good for us. It means they can only get one card out of it. Uh, like I would have liked to have drawn a land here. They're gonna Wasteland me because they know we don't have a second land. But at least we have 2 white lands. They can't take us off white, and we drew Plow. So they're taking us off green, which makes sense. And they were playing the Questing Druid. Okay, land. Ooh, land is good. Land lets us. Fortunately, we're not playing Bayou, so this lets us. If we get scrub land to cast Bowmasters, then we're not on green. So I think we have to, unfortunately, go for the I don't know, what am I looking for? Savannah maybe, or Tropical Island probably. Yeah, Tropical Island. Don't need 4 or 3 white sources. The thing is, if I play Plow here and then they like get a Murktide or something, then that's like really annoying. No, I think I'm gonna pass here actually and just Plow. Like we'll see what happens next turn. Probably I'll Plow before this gets to attack. I don't mind if they like. It doesn't matter to me if they gain 1 or 2 or 3 life off of this Plow. I don't think that's what the game is going to be about. Is this where we Bowmaster and try and get cute and shoot this? Then they can just daze or force. I think we Plow. I really hate how vulnerable I feel versus Wasteland with this deck. Okay, I'm not gonna fetch. Hope to draw another land. That's my best draw here, I think. It's not a land. Off. I think I get drop here and cast my second Uro. Yeah, I think that's the play. And they can Bowmaster me in return, that's okay. We have life to play with here. And we have an eventual answer, or, several. Come on, land. Now I'm wishing I'd played Xander's Lounge to have black, but yeah, well. Okay, no shuffle on the Ponder. Reponder. Would really suck to get Thoughtseize right now, actually, with my defenses down. Because I kind of like all the cards here. Okay, no shuffle. Pass. I also kind of hate that they have 5 cards in hand. So black black producing land here would be the best. Oh, Carpet of Flowers. That is actually lovely. So we can make green and cast Uro with Veil backup. Yeah, let's try that actually. So we make green mana, and then we cast Uro. Oops. Getting rid of other Uro and everything, right? Yeah. It's a 6-card graveyard. So if they red blast here, oh, they Force of Will, really? Pitching what? Pitching a Brainstorm. Okay, I'm gonna Veil of Summer. See if we can grind out some of that card advantage. Is this another Bowmaster? Okay, sure. I take 1. Veil resolves. Grows their Orc army, but then Veil is on. I drew another Carpet. And then they're gonna have a huge army, but we have an answer here. I'm gonna draw another card off of Uro. Maybe it's a land. Oh, it would be so good. Yeah, it is a land. So So they have a, what, a 7/7 here. And we can leyline bind now with impunity. We still don't have black. Oh yeah, no, never mind. We do have black mana from this carpet. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna take out the orc army. As annoying as that is, because that is sort of like the two bowmasters are what's causing the trouble, and having two, they're gonna get a lot of value. Looks like they have Murktide, but assuming they don't have Force of Will here, at least we can get to kill one of the bowmasters with our own bowmaster. Let's see, big draw step here. Hydroblast. That's not so exciting. Yeah, let's make black mana, because that's sort of the only way we can cast this. Let's shoot one of these guys. And then, unfortunately, once we attack, their bowmaster can then shoot our bowmaster. But I am going to attack with the Uro, I think, because that way we can, like, if they block with Murktide, if we want to, we can bounce with Karakas. I'm going to cast a second carpet here, by the way. So let's see here. We can make green post. We can make 3 green. And then like replay the Uro, gain some life. I don't know. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack here. I'm not sure. I am going to attack though, to draw some cards. Block. Oh, oops. I bounce my Uro. And then they can shoot my other guy, but I get to draw more cards. Let's make blue mana actually. So green. Uro will go back to the graveyard after drawing a Murktide. Okay. So I'm gonna take 10 next turn. I do need to find some removal here. What's this? Seek the Beast. How about no? Happy to get cards into the graveyard. And for them not to get the Seek the Beast. Come on. How about a Blind Rip Terminus? That would be sick. No. Let's always yield here and then say no for now. And let's try this. Just like keep growing the orc army, which is obviously not ideal. Gonna land here. And I think I'm gonna... Do I bounce Uro here? Yeah, let's bounce Uro. And let's pass the second main. And I think I'm gonna make Murktide this turn. Okay, let's trigger these. One makes blue, one makes green. Let's get Uro back in. There's a Veil. I mean, I don't think there's a point in like veiling now to save 1 life and 1 counter off of this 4/4. Okay. So let's do this smartly as we can. We want to extract the 2 things here, and then one Uro, I think. This is a 5/5. This is petty theft. I'm gonna Veil of Summer that. That means they lose the petty theft. Ooh, and tell you what, that was pretty big. So I am going to, now that my thing cannot be countered, I'm gonna leyline bind their Murktide. I'm gonna get scrubland here. Wish I had an Up the Beanstalk. And I really have to be mindful of the clock, which is always a thing that I hate playing these decks. Oh, they concede. Wow. Uro putting in work there in spite of like all that Bowmaster stuff. So, ooh, Endurance is probably a card I should have considered bringing in. Maybe Endurance instead of, like, we have to expect them to be playing like surgical extraction for Uros, and maybe like cutting an Uro is not the worst, but I don't know. I really don't like cutting lands, but I also really don't think Wasteland is that appealing. In the sort of Wasteland, who's the Wasteland deck? I think they're the Wasteland deck, if that makes sense. I think at least cut one. And if we were cutting one, I mean, going down to below 20 lands seems a little bit suspect, but we were bringing in carpets, and we do still have like Life from the Loam. Yeah, all right, screw it. I'm gonna try. I don't know. Like, I'm control players scream at me. Let me know if this is blasphemy. Maybe like having the 20th land is better than having the 4th Force of Will. Okay, this is a keeper, I believe. We can get like Windswept Heath can fetch Tropical Island, but we are like we need lands, and we need them to not like Wasteland and daze us out of the game. I think if I just draw a land here, I'll just make Windswept Heath go. They choose not to shuffle. Okay. And I draw Ponder. Okay, I think I do cast Ponder here. Off of Tropical Island. Show me some lands. Yeah. I think I'll stack them like this. There's a DRC. Still no land drop. Keeping me in suspense. Bobbling themselves, so that means they have a fetch land. So I'm going to draw the Leyline Binding. I think I'm going to, like, there's a Veil of Summer underneath, but I think I'm okay losing out on that. What I want to do here is I want to a blue Elemental Blast this Dragon's Rage Channeler, and then fetch Tundra, cast Ponder. If they want to, they certainly aren't going to daze the Ponder. If they do, then I'm happy with that. They want to like Red Blast it. Oh, all of these 3 cards are excellent. So which one do I not want them to see that I have? Probably actually the Tundra. If they bobble us, I mean. Because I would rather, if they bobble us now and have a Wasteland, I'd rather have them waste the white source, which I think they will, because that probably seems like the more important color, but they don't know that we have 3 more white or 2 more white sources. Okay, didn't matter. Okay, I'm just gonna make Scrubland go and have them play out the first Bowmaster if that's what they want to do. Oh, this is tempting, right? I'm gonna let this actually resolve. I think they have Bowmaster in their hand, and I don't want to be the first one to play it. It's tempting to like get you with a brainstorm. I think Bowmaster being like removal for their Bowmasters is actually what's more important. Are they seeking the beast? It would appear so. All right, can't do anything about that. They find Thoughtseize. Um, so if they Thoughtseize us here, they can't Bowmaster, at least unless they have another land. Alright. So if they... Okay, they... Questing Druid. Okay. I'm gonna let this resolve. Then they Thoughtseizes. No? DRC. Right on. Okay, I'm not gonna Bowmaster the Questing Druid. I'll plow it or Leyline Bind it. But I am gonna Bowmaster the DRC. Oh wait, no, I can't. It's a 3/3. They already have freaking the thing. Oh, then I should have gone for it. Um, okay, I guess I'll plow this in response, and they can take whatever they want here. They probably take Beanstalk. If they're not sitting on another threat, then they might take Leyline Binding. And if they have Surgical Extraction, it's pretty tempting, I would say, to take Orcish Bowmasters and then extract it. Yeah, okay, they take the Beanstalk. And I should have tapped differently maybe, so I could Bowmaster here. But that plays into Daze. Oh, we knew about that. Okay, I'm gonna pass. Hate that I lost my my Beanstalk. I mean, now it's just like becoming increasingly obvious, right? I'm gonna let them brainstorm here, and then I'm going to Leyline Bind the Questing Druid before it can attack. Maybe I should have plowed the DRC. We knew that the Hydroblast was there. I just kind of forgot. Yeah, let's just okay, looks like there's a Murktide coming in our general direction. Yep, you got it. Carpet of Flowers, A. Okay, gonna pass here. We're gonna be dead pretty quickly. So what do we need? More white removal, I guess? Or Uro. Now they have access to 2 black mana. Yeah, that's not how we want it. Let's cast the Bowmasters though. But I mean, we're dead to Lightning Bolt now. I guess we're not. We have the Hydroblast, but we're going to be dead pretty soon. Maybe I should have played the second Bowmaster. Yeah, I should have played the second Bowmaster. Utilized my mana. And they didn't even Bowmaster, so maybe I just got. I think that's probably it. We're at 2. Do you have something else here? I'm gonna Bowmaster and hope to draw something good. Boo. God damn it. We could have, if we had some way to draw a card, we could have used this fetch land to get the plow. But yeah, they got us. GG's. All right, let's see if we can bounce back here on the draw for round number 2. Opponent is mulliganing 6. I'm keeping this hand with answers, but not any questions. And we draw an Uro. That's pretty good. It's a 4-color deck. Why do you know? Okay. So I'm going to fetch my Ketra Triome here. And then I'm gonna fetch Scrubland. Or am I? I could also try and like value out get some value out of the Bowmasters. And if I if I wait one more turn, I can Leyline Bind and cast Bowmasters in the same turn. I don't have a target for Leyline Binding myself right now, so I don't know what they would cast here. They can't cast Murktide with this mana. And Leyline Binding plus Bowmasters can all happen at instant speed, which is nice. So we can even like maybe get them with if they try to brainstorm here. Okay, they're doing something. Another Up the Beanstalk, huh? Wow. So they could have Plow. If they just have a Plow here, my whole Bowmasters plan kind of falls out the window. All right, so I'm gonna let this resolve, and then with the draw trigger on the stack, I am going to try the old Bowmasterino here. And then I'm going to leave up white mana to Leyline Bind one of these things. They probably have a Plow here. But then, like, at least this... I'm going to Leyline Bind. If they want to force to draw twice, at least I'll get some value out of these, but it doesn't appear so. Okay. Bowmasters is gone. They draw a card. I get a 1/1, and they take 1 damage. And now we have Uro to try and grind some value. I kind of hope they don't have a second Plow, but you know, they could have. And then I think we cast Life from the Loam here, so that we can get. I think we don't. Do we even pick something up here? We probably don't, because we want Uro. Let's see, next turn. So like, if I pick up 1 land and then we dredge 3. So yeah, I pick up 1 land. So this is the Beanstalk Mirror, huh? It's funny, like none of us MTGO players can play the Eternal Weekend list because of Triumph of St. Catherine. So we're all like trying to make up like whatever is the next best thing. I do kind of envy my opponent's spot here, not gonna lie. We see the black mana, they have Bowmasters, so at least this Plow probably becomes relevant. 3rd Beanstalk, sure. So they are ahead on the Beanstalk count, which is unfortunate for us. But we have Uro, so I mean, it's not completely impossible, but I do, like I said, envy. Oh, god damn it, I canceled. Oh, fuck's sake. Well, there are misclicks and there are misclicks. I think I need to save this Leyline Binding to, like, catch their threats. Rather, like, if they had 1 Beanstalk, I would snap it off. Ah, god damn it. Stupid Life from the Loam that I'm not used to playing with. I can count on like probably 1 hand the amount of times I've played a deck with Life from the Loam in it. Okay, they do not shuffle on their Ponder. Now what, they have Uro? They do. Okay, I'm gonna Plow in response to the triggers here. They can Force of Will, they don't. Okay. This is also probably going to be a game. Okay, let's click on the right thing here. This is going to be a game where the clock probably ends up mattering. Okay. Let's like this, I suppose. If I'm them and I can Force of Will here, I don't hate doing that. Like I could see the sense in doing that, but they don't. Oh, and now I have a Beanstalk, maybe, if I'm lucky. Let's try. This is where, if they have force, they have to use it, I think. Really? Okay. And I draw a Ponder to pair with my Force of Negation. Okay. Okay, okay. I mean, they're up on cards, I think, but maybe not. Maybe that's not even true. Like, if we look at the battlefield. What is this? Witherbloom command, maybe? Okay. How does this work again? Destroy target on. Okay, I think I'm gonna Force of Negation here. Or wait, maybe I'm going to Leyline Bind in response to draw a card. And see if they have anything to say about that. They tapped out of black, so they force. And then I think I let this happen and save my Force of Negation for like the Swords to Plowshares. I lose my Beanstalk here, but so be it. I still have Uro. I can protect it. What was pitched here? Murktide. Leyline Binding. Okay, I'm gonna try and say no to that. They have more Force of Will. It looks like that happened. Okay. So they get to draw just a bunch of spells here, or cards. But none of them were Force of Will. So they basically brainstormed and then drew the two cards they put back. Yeah, let's start by attacking. Force of Will is not the worst, I suppose. Let's ponder here. Bowmasters would be amazing. Murktide Regent. Ooh. How about this? For synergy, huh? Let's go like this. Oh, that sucks. Okay, I'm not gonna fight. I'm gonna save my Force of Will, and then I'm gonna draw the Murktide next turn. Like, if they can plow a Murktide, or I suppose Leyline Bind would suck because they would get to draw two cards, but if they plow Uro, the fourth Beanstalk, really? Wasn't there a... oh yeah, the I have one underneath here. Yeah, okay. Well, they have established Beanstalk supremacy. How about I force in response here? How about that? Before you get to Ancestral Recall. So let's Murktide here. I don't know, what do I leave behind? Is there anything I leave behind? I only have 3 instants for sorceries here. Maybe I was supposed to leave the Ponder, and then because now I can. Well, I'm gonna bring back all of these. I could have played the Mystic Sanctuary, and then like drawn a Ponder. Yeah. I'm gonna dredge next turn. That grows the Murktide. They also have their own Mystic Sanctuary here. I suppose they can just get a plow. Yep. So I'm gonna. This is gonna be about the clock now, unfortunately, but that's sort of like the lay of the land here. I'm on 36 life. How many of my threats are exiled here? 2 Uro, a Murktide, and an Orcish Bowmasters. Okay, so Terminus got milled. Why don't we just pass? There's a Bowmasters. So I have seen 2 Beanstalks. They have seen 4, and we're sort of witnessing the results of that. What's this? Oh, nice. Drawing infinite land or infinite cards here. Maybe decking actually could become a thing. It's gonna take them a while to beat me down from 35 if they don't like find another Murktide, which of course they will. But a Murktide, like every big spell, is drawing them 3 cards. Oh, and there's an Uro. How about that? Um, which, of course, is going to draw me a card, which is not ideal. Because it's Bowmaster and all that. Second Bowmaster, holy moly. Um, why don't we just Mystic Sanctuary right now and put the Terminus on top? Let's pass. Maybe I'm supposed to loam there, but I know I'm going to be drawing the Terminus, so obviously there is also 0 chance they don't have a counterspell for the Terminus, but alright. Let's see. Do you have a Force of Negation to not draw cards? Yep. Alright. That's cool. So I'm gonna... Actually, I'm not gonna dredge or cast loam targeting anything. Alright. Let's yield here. This is a 4/4. We can plow it eventually, which maybe is supposed to be right now. Alright, we take 2. Another Murktide would be scary from them. Alright, let's remember to dredge loam. We lose some plows and whatever. So let's obviously fully expect this to not resolve or get plowed at worst for them. Actually, hang on. Let's leave something in case we draw a second Murktide. We can take the Heath and the Murktide. Oh, actually, no. I don't think there are any more Murktides, right? Because there's one in exile. They get to make a 2/2. Oh, a 3/3 even. Maybe I could draw a Murktide, a Bowman. Okay. Now, like, Uro isn't even like gaining me life. Beforehand, he was at least gaining me like one life per drawn card with the 2 Bowmasters in play. Quad Bowmasters? Or, nah, it's probably Witherbloom. Yep. They destroy one of their beanstalks. Yeah, wise move. Uro goes away. Yeah, we've lost this, so now it is a matter of the stupid Magic Online clock. I'm going to make them kill me. So that is sort of an aspect of playing these grindy decks. Hey, Bowmasters. We can even hardcast Force. Which I am going to do. Second Force of Will. Yep. That's probably the correct play. If they have the 4th Bowmaster, then I'm taking lethal. Okay. GG's. Alright, they got game 1 off. that game was sort of won a loss with the Beanstalks. I think it may come down to, like, silly as may seem, to like decking. So I think Endurance tucking cards in our own deck is not the worst. I think Veil of Summer is pretty clutch. I think Carpet may or may not be good. I'm not sure about Pernicious Deed because we sort of have the same type of stuff lying around on the battlefield. I think Terminus is not where it's at. I think we can cut some Forces of Negation, although that does tango pretty well with leyline binding. So right now it's like 16 blue, 19 blue, 20 blue. That's not a lot of blue. I'm not sure how much the mana advantage is going to be. I think I do think I cut a wasteland maybe. Gosh, I kind of want everything here. What's the cut? Maybe like 1 endurance is enough? No, no, we want 2. Endurance is good. Okay, again, I'm finding myself cutting wastelands completely. And oh, I really don't know. I think maybe I'll cut like 1 Force of Will. Although I think Force of Will is pretty good in this matchup. Alright, now to play quickly and efficiently. The fetch is tropical for Ponder. And hopefully find lands. Nope. Have second Ponder. And, I mean, we could have gone for the Catcher Shrine, but I'd just really like to make a decent land drop. Yeah, this is fine. Probably I cast my second Ponder here. Let's shuffle these. There's an Up the Beanstalk. And I'll play my Beanstalk even if they have Bowmasters, which they do, which is fine. We have Plow. We also have a Veil. We do draw land. It's not the best land, but that is what I really wanted and was hoping for. Okay, so now I'm just like hoping not to get like Thoughtseized or something, and that they don't have a second Bowmasters, which would be kind of annoying. They are playing sort of the Mirror Breaker in Witherbloom Command, which would also be quite heinous. Now they have green mana. Uro, sure. We have Endurance coming up. All right, let's kill this dude. And let's probably I just cast the Endurance now, I think, off of Savannah. We could also cast the Court of Cunning, but we don't have blue mana for the Force of Will, or blue mana, like a blue card. Don't hate casting Life from the Loam here. And let's just attack. And then we'll see about Court of Cunning next turn. I am at 13 somehow. I guess I took some beatings with that Bowmaster in play. Not gonna Dredge Loam. Draw land anyways. Maybe we try this out. We can Veil in response. We can Plow Bowman. We can Plow their Orc army if they try to Plow Endurance and then take the Monarchy. They have Bowman, it would appear. Oh, Leyline Binding. Hello. Targeting what, though? Okay, I can't really do anything about this. So this targets the court. Okay, but don't I still get to become the monarch, though? I'm just the monarch now. And the court is no longer in play, which is honestly what I kind of worried about like giving them. I guess that means, that probably actually would have been a pretty big game, like milling them out, but like they do play Uro, right? More white mana. Another Leyline Binding. Okay. They can take my endurance. Then I'm gonna plow the orc army. Not gonna dredge. I am gonna brainstorm here, and then I will Veil Summer. Oh, Murktide. Oh, Leyline Binding. Hamana Hamana. All these great cards. Okay, I'm gonna fetch. Then I'm gonna Leyline Bind the Court of Cunning, or their Leyline Binding that has my court. Draw a card first, of course. Oh, fuck this. I'm gonna fucking put Life in the Loam in my hand soon. I'm just losing so much time on the clock. Okay. So let's pass here, and I'm just gonna, goddamn, gonna dredge the stupid Life from the Loam. And just never cast it again. Love to find another blue card, then I'll make a giant Murktide. I'm gonna mill them. I guess I clicked it twice. Lovely. Getting a little bit stressed out here. Not gonna play the carpet for time reasons. I am gonna play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I am gonna play the Murktide here. Draw a card. Maybe it'll be blue. Okay, it wasn't blue. That's okay. Pass. I'm going to. Nope, I'm not going to. Actually, yeah, I am. I'm going to fetch twice here. And then I'm going to Hardcast Force. And draw a card. They have Veil. Okay. Nice for you. Can't do anything about that. Still draw my card. It's another Murktide. I still. Leaving. Actually, not leaving up white mana. I guess it didn't matter because. They have Bowmasters. Oh, sucks. Sucks to suck. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Now they get to take the Monarchy, hopefully only for a brief moment. I hope they don't have a Veil of Summer to stop my Bowmaster from killing their Bowmaster. We shall see. Okay, I'm gonna play this as it can, it means my Leyline Binding costs one less mana. Okay, their Bowmaster dies. They plow my Bowmaster, okay. I still get a 1/1. I'm gonna cast a big fatty. Draw a card. That's an Uro. And I'm going to. Oh, come on, don't. I want to leave open the white mana for the Leyline Binding. They have more Bowmasters, really? Oh, Surgical on Uro, sure. I'm just gonna pass priority here. Yield priority, I suppose. Now they're killing my Murktide. Well, that's not good. I am running out of threats. 2 Murktides. I have to win with Bowmasters now. Okay, so let's cast this. Draw a card. We draw a Beanstalk. And let's take back the Monarchy. I'm not going to draw 3 with the Lauren revealed. I'm already drawing so many cards. I am going to Endurance probably myself. That would have been a nice spot to have a Bowmasters, huh? I guess now the Court of Cunning is my win condition, actually. So we just need to not lose the monarchy, I think. There's also a second endurance hiding underneath their leyline binding that, we can leyline bind if we wanted to. All right. Let's go. Choose them. Why don't we play a second Beanstalk now? Force of Will is pretty big. Just going to pass here. I'm going to beat them with, that's going to be my plan, beat them with the court. Hopefully they don't have an endurance to... Hopefully they don't have an endurance to get back all their graveyard things. All right, pass. Almost 3 minutes up here. They have Bowmaster. I'm gonna force. I'm gonna yield. I'm gonna discard. I'm just gonna pass here. Okay, they conceded. We are 2.5 minutes up on the clock going into game 3. Wow, this is so intense. I'm just not made. I'm not made for these ultra grindy games. I have to admit, like, I'm not even enjoying it, to be honest. I'm like super stressed. Is surgical extraction something we want on an Uro? Probably not. I mean, probably because of how Magic works and Magic Online works. This is going to come down to one of us losing on the clock. It's not impossible, but it feels a bit unlikely that one of us beats the other person in like 6-7 minutes. And now I am going to actively... I'm going to keep this. I'm going to actively try to avoid stuff like Life from the Loam and Carpet of Flowers, just purely to not lose to the clock. So they have black mana. They will have the Bowmaster advantage. I'm gonna, if nothing else happens, I'm gonna cast Catcher Triumph here. Play Catcher Triumph. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Carpet of Flowers, sure. What do you have here? Is it the Up the Beanstalk, maybe? It would appear so. Okay, they have an Up the Beanstalk. I'm gonna play my Flooded Strand and pass, and I'll like fetch Scrubland, Bowmaster them if that comes up. Which of course loses, like if they brainstorm here and then they have their own Bowmasters, that's unfortunate. But that is what I'm going to try. Yep. What a shock. Okay. So I'm gonna plow and pass. Not gonna attack and offer the trade. They have the carpet now, eating away their clock. This game sometimes. Okay, I'm gonna try Uro here, and then if they Bowmaster, then in response I'll brainstorm to at least get my brainstorm off the ground. Okay, leyline binding, sure. My Uro is bound by the leyline. Yeah, I'll use this. I don't mind drawing a Source of Plowshares. Looks like they're not finding stuff to use their mana from the carpets on. Let's brainstorm. Put away Loam, don't want that. Probably put away Lorien Revealed. Cast Uro. Green. Like this. I guess we'll draw the Lorien Revealed. They have more Leyline Binding, sure. Okay, nope. Um, I think maybe I'm actually supposed to Leyline Bind, because we can do that for 1 mana, right? Yeah, let's Leyline Bind the Up the Beanstalk. Okay, they have the third Leyline Binding, sure. All you, bud. Alright, so the clock is running super low. The opponent is behind us, but I don't feel safe. Yeah, they have a big spell here. No, just another Up the Beanstalk and then probably Murktide. That would kind of make sense. They know we have the plow, so they probably have a force of will. This is how they beat us. Okay, Spellbound. Probably gonna use it right away. Nope. Okay. So why don't we cast a Brainstorm? And they're gonna use their Spellbomb right now. That's clever. Okay, I'll Bowmaster. I think I plow the. Oops, that was the wrong card. I plow their Murktide. Okay. Bowmasters is in. They don't have mana now to use the spell bomb. Okay, let's put away Life from the Loam. Second Brainstorm. Let's plow the army before it grows anymore. And then we take 3 damage. Well, before it grows anymore. Look at me. They just get a new army. That's how that works. That was really, really poorly on my part. All right. Yeah, I should have waited. They would have 3 more life, but no 3/3. Hopefully, if they kill this Murktide, it will be with a plow and not the 4th Leyline Binding, so that we gain some life here. Oh wow, they're passing? Sick. Okay, they are making mana though. I guess that was a mistake. Okay, I'm gonna attack. Then we can Leyline Bind something. Probably like the Orcish Bowmasters. So they probably have like Force of Will here. Yeah, you can draw a card. So we are very much ahead on the clock right now. If we can avoid dying here. We're winning this current race here, so I think this is, if this is Uro, I'm going to Leyline Bind, which will probably get countered, but you know. Let's get rid of that Uro. Gain some life, draw some cards, have a good time. They don't attack. Wow, okay. Interesting that you don't attack there. Draw stupid life from the loam. That I probably knew was there, actually. I don't think I shuffled. I could have shuffled with the Lorna revealed. Yeah, that was a punt. There was a ponder, sure. I don't feel like... Oh, they choose not to shuffle. If this is big Murktide, Murk Daddy. Oh, another Bowmasters, sure. I take one. They now have a 4/4. I mean, if they're not attacking, I'm not sure what their plan is. They have 1 minute and 14 seconds. And they're about to drop to 7. I suppose I could actually, I could have cast Life from the Loam here, and then dredge it next turn to grow the Murktide, but I mean, they're on 7 anyways. They're on 6 now. Grabbing a Ponder with their Mystic Sanctuary. So Ponder needs to hit a white removal spell, or an Uro. Ponder resolves, or a Murktide. Yep, but we have the Leyline Binding for the Murktide. But yeah, like I said, I would assume that they choose not to shuffle. Okay. I would sort of assume that they have like counter magic. And unfortunately, we can't like they get to draw these 2 cards before we can Leyline Bind. It's only a 4/4 though, so that's good. So okay, so now they attack, but they have so little time. Let's try and see if we can Leyline Bind this Murktide. They have a response. Okay. Up the Beanstalk triggers twice. So, I mean, I'm gonna attack here. They're forced to block. I'm just trying to work out if I think I'm gonna win here on the clock. Obviously it's not absolutely certain, but probably. Unless they can somehow get like a gigantic attack in the next turn. But I'm just trying to work out if I'm actually favored with this board state. They've made it pretty clear that they couldn't find like white removal, and so they would just die now. Maybe I'll even get to, yeah, I mean, I would have gotten to attack. All right, sweet. Wow, that was crazy intense. I really, really am not cut out for this. All right, well, on to round number 3. Okay, on the draw for round number 3, this hand is close to being unkeepable, but I am going to keep it. It has lands, it has Bowmasters, even has a Wasteland that we might be able to get lucky with. Our opponent mulligan to 6. This force with no blue card is a little bit awkward. Okay, so Seat of the Synod means that this is an Urza's Saga deck. So as much as I would like to try and get cute here with the Wasteland, I think I'm supposed to hang on to it in case they show us the Saga. Orcish Bowmasters kind of sweet versus this deck. So I think my best draw on the next draw step is just basically any blue card. This I'm sort of counting on this being 8 cast. It could also be that the One Ring Paradoxical Outcome Tony Scaponi deck. Basic Island. Store okay, Lotus Spell could still be either. Sigh. That's kind of gross. But no, it's not, because I have Caracas. Haha! So it's either like it was either the Caracas to get rid of Psy right now, or it's the Bowmaster, and I think I kind of want the Bowmaster. Come on, use the Bauble. I guess they're saving Bauble because what they have. They have the thing. They have a Kappa Cannoneer, maybe. In which case, I'm kind of shit out of luck here. Yeah, yeah. So we need Brainstorm now to get Terminus back on top. And in that case, do I even play out the Bowmasters here? Bowmasters can at least like, yeah, no, I don't know. I think I'm gonna not play the Bowmasters. Plow can tangle with Kappa in 2 turns, but I might be dead by then. Damn. Kappa Cannoneer. It's not a card I see that often anymore. Look at me with my Wasteland thinking about Ursa Saga and all that sort of stuff. If I'd like Wastelanded on turn 1, Caracas the Psy, we wouldn't be in this trouble. Okay, this is where we get our money back. So we can shoot 2 of the Thopters. Well, actually all 3 Thopters. We could also have put 3 on Psy, meaning like another draw this turn would kill Psy, but I mean that's probably not necessary. So if they drew like, okay. I mean, this is gonna get out of hand real quick. Is there any world where we aren't dead in 2 draw steps? We're at 19. They don't have mana to equip right now. That's fortunate. Take 7, go to 12. As long as this doesn't become a 11-11 and then gets equipped. But I have to fetch. So like a 10-10. If they can chain together 3 artifacts next turn. Ooh, Leyline Binding. That can take away the Shadow Spear at least. I also think like probably we bounce Psy right now. There's no reason to give them more. Oh, they can also get through with the stupid Thopter. Okay. There's an Urza Saga and an Emery. Jeez. So I mean, in 2 turns we can hard cast the Terminus, but I mean that we're not going to get 2 turns. So maybe the Emery. Maybe we need to like Leyline Bind the Emery. This is not an artifact, by the way, so that's pretty good. Neither was the Saga, so they equip Shadow Spear. Okay. Yeah, I think we end of turn we Leyline Bind the Emery. We take 8 now, take our or 9, so we're at 3. And oh, the problem is we can't. So gross. Yeah, I think I have to get the Emery out. This costs 3, really. Oh, right, because I have no green mana. So I'm going to be at 2. Let's get the, actually, let's get the Ketria here. That way it costs 1. We can take the Emery. The Wasteland has to be played now. We can't fetch because we're going to take 1 from the Thopter next turn. Second Leyline Binding. That's actually not the worst. So let's actually Leyline Bind the what am I doing? I could have bounced with Caracas the Emery. I wasn't even thinking about that. Okay, so I'm gonna Leyline Bind here. I have to pay for the Ward 4. So at least we don't give them all that mana or all those hit points. No, what am I doing? I'm such a muppet. They can just equip the Shadow Spear onto the Thopter. I'm not thinking straight. It was, yeah, I guess if I Leyline Bind the Shadow Spear instead of Emery, then just leave Emery in play. Ugh, I feel like an idiot. Yep, you got it. Opponent saw the line. The very obvious line of dealing me lethal. Okay. Pernicious Deed is good. Null Rod is very good. Is Court of Cunning something I want access to? Probably not. They have a lot of critters that can take the Monarchy. Probably Terminus can go. We have the Pernicious Deeds to mop up the board. I think we can maybe like lose a couple of forces of negation, and then like maybe we lose a plow. Like because they are a chalice for one deck, and we are bringing in stuff that sort of tangles with their creatures in the form of Pernicious Deed. Yeah, I'll keep this. It's a great hand because of Lauren Revealed. They mulligan to 6, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to keep. Okay, Urza's Bauble. And Lotus Petal. Emery, huh? Okay. Urza Saga, yikes. Hull Breacher. Holy cannoli, okay. They see the Brainstorm. So let's Island Cycle here. Probably get Underground Sea. Okay, they drew a card. We have Bowmasters. Let's pass here. Ancient Tomb, huh? They take a Lotus Petal. Oh, don't tell me this is for Hull Breacher. I'll be sad. I think I'm gonna flash in the Bowmasters. Um, they didn't play a bauble here, so there's no point in sort of saving the ping. Why do you like bring back a pedal here? Maybe you're sort of reading that I have Bowmasters and you can't beat that. But I do wonder about this mana. They could play Bowmasters. I've actually seen that out of these decks before. Um, okay, so I'm gonna attack here. Or am I? No, hang on. They can make a construct, so attacking would not be a fruitful endeavor for us. Maybe I'm supposed to brainstorm. Yeah, I'll brainstorm here. If they snoop out the Hull Breacher, that means they're not making a construct. Oh, don't I wish I hadn't made my land drop, huh? All right, so I'm gonna put back maybe both of these Bowmasters, and then I'm gonna play Up the Beanstalk. Do kind of want to get this Catcher Triumph into play at some point, but that's for another time. I draw Bowmasters anyways, because I know, why wouldn't I? Okay, so this Leyline Binding, I think, is going to be for Shadow Spear, which I do expect them to fetch out here. If they play another Saga, oh, they get Mox Opal. Not the Shadow Spear. They thought better of it. No? Chalice for 1, okay. Not currently a card I care about, but what I do care about now are these big ass constructs. Null Rod. What's the saying? A day late and a dollar short. No, Null Rod is still pretty amazing on this board, but we do need to stabilize here. So I think I probably cast Leyline Binding right now. Draw a card. Draw another Leyline Binding. Hey, look who's just pretty much stabilized. And then play the Null Rod. Okay. They now have not much that works. I think I will get in front of this construct if they attack, just to not fall too far behind on the life total. The only, I think, if I get to resolve this leyline binding on the second construct, then I think the only way I lose probably is if they get Ursa's Saga. Oh, okay. Hang on, hang on, hang on, hang on. Things just got a lot more interesting. Um, so let's see if they have. Oh, hang on. I'm gonna leave a white mana. Let's see if they have anything to counter this with. Because if they don't, I think they lose on the spot. Okay, that's fair enough. Thought monitor. Okay, I could have leyline bound in response actually. Maybe I should have done that to see if I draw Force of Will here. Okay, they concede. All right, cool. Anything I do differently here? Probably not. I guess like Terminus, I don't know. No, I'm not feeling Terminus with the amount of stuff we have going on here that can beat up their creatures, but this hand unfortunately doesn't work. Yeah, this is fine. I wonder if I'm supposed to dump one of the 1-drops here, just because of, yeah, I'll lose the plow. We have Caracas to answer their non-construct creatures, and like if they have Chalice for one, I'd rather have a land than the third 1-drop, I guess. I don't know. I don't know if that's true, but this is the Chalice. Yeah, it looks like it. Bummer, but that is how the cookie crumbles. Alright, they see what we draw, now we see what we draw. Another 1-drop, how lovely. Okay, so I'm gonna fetch Ketria Triome to get all my colors underneath me, and Ursa Saga. This can end up being ugly pretty quickly. At least we have the Emery covered. There's always a chance they don't have a third mana source. Yep, let's give her the old bounceroo here. If they have Pithing Needle, then Saga can get that when it pops. But I'm not banking on that, yeah. So we are like about to take one hell of a beating. Okay, okay. So this is actually, I'm gonna start feeding shit into the Murktide. I'll brainstorm at end of turn and then cycle Lorn Revealed. So that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can actually cast the Murktide next turn. It'll be a 6/6. But I mean, they're gonna have 2 5/5s at least. They're gonna at least be 5/5s. But like at any point in time, if we draw Pernicious Deed and they don't have Force of Will, I mean that's obviously asking a lot. But then we're right back in it. But that's, I think, kind of where this needs to go. There's a Force of Negation as well. Interesting. I guess if you're playing this deck, it's all about not losing to the sorcerer speed stuff your opponent can have, like meltdowns and deed. Okay, I take 5. They didn't actually play a second or another artifact. Okay, which one do we get? Probably tropical? Yeah, let's get a trop. Force of Will is okay. So I'm not gonna. We could ponder to grow the Murktide to a 6/6, but a 7/7 I mean. But I think probably we're not supposed to do that and instead keep open Force of Will. If they play one artifact here, I think I have to trade. Well, I mean, or else I'm like almost dead. They did. They play a second artifact, then then I also have to like get in front of it because otherwise I'll be dead. Oh no. Tragic. All right, I'm at 2. So it's deed or bust right now. Emery, sure. We can bounce you. Come on, pernicious deed one time. It's not pernicious deed. All right, GG's. Okay, off to round number 4. Alrighty, round number 4 on the play. Let's see if we can rally and get like a positive record. That's sort of what's left to possibly salvage from this league here. Let's go Mysterian first go and ooh, Underground Sea Ponder. Is it another Ultra Grinding Mirror or is it like I don't know Doomsday or Storm? Up the Beanstalk. I was gonna play low, but I think I'd rather play Up the Beanstalk. Or actually, no, I don't think that's true. I think I actually am gonna loam here. In case this is like a daze deck, I would rather like if they want a daze a life from the loam, that's fine. Um, if not, like I get my Misty Rainforest and can ensure that I don't get like blown out by a wasteland. This could still be a combo deck, of course. Oh, I was gonna say like, is this a beanstalk? But no. You know what I haven't seen lately is like grief, like the whole scam thing. Um, I think I probably take a draw step here. Ooh, second force of will. That's super tasty. All right. Nope. Oh, or now maybe I do dredge life from the loam. Yep. This does feel like a combo deck, like cantrips on the first 3 turns. Oh no 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 no. Okay, thank God. I managed to unclick the yield. I want to get my Ketria Triome here. And then I'm going to dredge loam. And then I'm going to cast loam and play a land. Pass turn. I feel very safe right now. I have the what could possibly go wrong feeling, which is always interesting and sometimes dangerous to have. Okay, there's a wasteland. Sure. Let's float a red, make them think. I think I just let them have the no. Maybe I do force here. I mean, I was gonna say I was gonna plow next turn. I'm not gonna play in today's. But I think I would rather like I guess I can plow okay, I mean they can have this before or let's at least no, let's dredge here actually. Then I think I just plow on my turn while I'm safe and sound. Probably like brainstorm first. Oh yeah, hook it straight into my veins. Let's put back 1 plow and like maybe the second brainstorm actually. And then I'm going to fetch a tundra here. Plow the Murktide. Then I'm gonna fetch Savannah. And I'm going to cast Life from the Loam, targeting these 3 lands. Your own Beanstalk, huh? Okay. I'm going to Leyline Bind that. Alright, so let's see here. Let's not dredge Life from the Loam. Play the Ketria Triome. Cast a Leyline Binding for 1 mana. Draw a card. Not dredge. Force of Negation. And then I'm going to cast Murktide Regent. And let's get some of these instants and sorceries out of here. Oh, I think I will draw another card. Oh, really? Double days? Is that what's going on? We're going to pay for 1 days, make them spend their cards. Yeah, I think that's okay. I'm going to try and win with Uro then. Not going to dredge. Yeah, let's pass here. We have double force, but I'd really prefer to keep Uro around. But we've made them like go massively back on lands with those 2 dazes. Okay, so we have 5 lands. We get to put 2 more in play with Uro and our land drop. Orcish Bowmasters, huh? I think I'm going to force. Actually. Nope. Oh, I draw a second thing. Second Up the Beanstalk. Okay. Let's play out this Merc or this Uro bad boy. I'm gonna get rid of some of the lands. I don't think that'll matter. Hopefully, like, they're not playing white, it seems, so we should be fine here. Shoulder's Edict. Okay. Uro's off the menu until next turn, but we'll just dredge Loam here and have him right back. Green. A green. Blue and blue. We can even hard cast Force of Negation here. And why don't we play a second of the Beanstalk? Not gonna force a Ponder here. I'm gonna force like Sauron's Ransom, and I might force like a. I'm not sure I'll force a counter spell. Sorry, a removal spell on Uro, to be honest. They choose not to shuffle. We have an answer for a creature. They should have one. This could be, they could like cast a Murktide, I guess. Yeah, it looks like, oh, Witherbloom command. So I mill 3 cards and or someone mills 3 cards, I can't see who it is. And then I lose 2 life. Yeah, I'm not gonna, they get to return a permanent, right? Is that it? No. Yeah, no. Ugh, I'm confused. And mildly aware of the clock, so I'm just gonna pass here. I think the second plow is not bad. Oh yeah. All right. Let's draw a Beanstalk. And then I guess play the Caracas. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 untapped lands. That's exactly hardcast Force of Negation and casting Lore and Reveal, drawing infinite cards. Oh shit, I'm at 18 cards in my deck. What the fuck? Okay, no, hang on. I just realized what almost happened to my opponent in the game before is about to happen to me. I can't I can't cast any more cards into the Lord Revealed. Into the Up the Beanstalk. Jeez Louise. Mystic Sanctuary. What's this? The Shoulders Edict? Oh, so they're milling me out? That's actually their plan? Bastards. I guess I'll try and force of negation that. I suppose there is a world where like if we can get another creature into play, where we can terminus ourselves and then like tuck something underneath. Yeah, oops. I mean, they're gonna gain a bunch of life here, which is gonna matter, unfortunately. Okay, they're back at 26. And here I was just having the time of my life with this, with all these card drawing things, not realizing, like, um, yeah. I maybe that was dumb. There's nothing left to fetch. That's how I worked it out when I was like fetching and I saw my library and it was like, hang on, there's nothing here. 15 lands. 15 cards. I'm drawing twice per turn because of Uro. Okay, they have a wasteland. That's fine. It's another Murktide. I think like plowing. So plowing, they get 3 life. Oh, can absolutely not cast this Leyline Binding. I don't think. Um, yeah, I think I'm just gonna serve in here. Oh, hang on, they're not blocking. Certainly that was a mistake. What are they using this 3/3 for? I'm at like infinite life. I would love to draw an Orcish Bowmasters. I have 3, I think, remaining in my 13 card deck. Just anything that can like speed up the clock here. They have an Orcish Bowmasters. So I think I plowed that, right? Um, they get their 1/1, and then they chump. Yep. Well, I mean, they are successfully just putting like monsters in front of my Uro here that I'm not getting in with the attacks. Yeah, okay. So no more monsters. Bowmasters? Plow. Okay. So let's see here. If I don't plow, then they're at 15. I draw. I have 9 cards, which is 5 turns, right? Or 4 turns. 4 turns. No, I think I'll save the plow. Come on, Bowmasters. 3 Bowmasters in the last 10 cards. Another one for you. Wow. Don't want to, like, right now that's a blocker and it's just the one that gives them the least life, I guess. Oh, I feel so dejected. They're up to 16. I don't know, is it worth me pondering now? So let's see, I have 9 cards in the deck. If I ponder, that's 8. So that's 4 turns of me drawing and attacking with Uro. Right now they can block 1. I think I actually will. This should like show me a Bowmasters. I guess that's not a given, right? But okay, there we go. Okay, so let's pass. I think I actually do cast this before they draw into Force of Will. They found another trop. Okay, up the Beanstalk, sure. I'll ping them for one here. Grow my orc army. I'm also losing on the clock here, which is really annoying. Okay, let's attack with Uro. I don't think I'm supposed to attack with everyone here, but I could be wrong. They just take it. They go to 8. I attack with everything. I think they can like jump block the army. I guess I don't hate drawing the wasteland. Float a blue, go ahead. I literally cannot cast any like Force of Will here, so I may as well just like discard and yield priority to save time on the clock. All right, so we won game one, but we're behind on the clock, which could matter quite significantly. I think endurance is good. I think Veil of Summer is good. I think 1 or 2 carpets is good. I think Terminus can go. I think Force of Negation can go. I think maybe cut. I don't know. Cut a single beanstalk. Is that a thing? Like they were playing Bowmasters, but then again, like it does feel like a lot hinges on like the beanstalk. I think we cut Wastelands again. I'm not even sure I feel like Wastelands belong in this deck, to be honest. That might be sort of what I learn. Let's cut a single Force of Will and go like this. Okay, so now we have to be quick on the clock and try not to, well, try to win, but then also try not to lose. Something. This, unfortunately, is not keepable. There's so many good cards here. But, you know, that's how that works. Okay, keep this, ship a land, hope not to get Thoughtseized. And I think I don't play Carpet here. That's a super easy days. So probably fetch basic island now that we have the basic plains. And let's yeah, I don't mind land, don't mind brainstorms. I guess brainstorm is somewhat iffy if they just leave open Bowmasters mana. Right. Let's get the tropical island here. Cast Carpet. This is going to cost them Force of Will if they don't want this in play. Okay, they want it in play. I'm making the same mistake my opponent from round 2 did, which is like putting things into play that costs time. I'm gonna brainstorm now just to. It's not like at all maximizing. Do I play around them milling me out? Let's put Uro on top if they want to mill me out. That's fine. I don't want to have Bowmasters milled. I don't think they play very many discard spells. Like maybe one, like maybe like 2 or 3 at most. Oh, interesting that they don't use the Wasteland. Is that because they're like their game is to get Sauron's Ransom into play? Well, why don't we? Okay, I'm gonna pass here and trigger the carpet. And I'm gonna make green, and I'm going to cast this, and they can Bowmasters me, which they do. I can Bowmasters back if I should want to. That plays into days, which if this is Pokemoki's list and the one that Brian Koval played, they only play 2 dazes, so I'm gonna try it out, and I'll live to regret it. They have Force, okay. So Force is down. My Beanstalk triggers. I'm gonna grow their army, but I think we can still be at least somewhat okay with how this is played out. Like we'll find white removal eventually. Oh, now they have Bowmasters. So now they have the advantage. This is, oh, more Beanstalk, yikes. Now they have all the advantage. Yeah, let's try this on for size. Does kind of suck to give them all these pings. Also, life from the loam, really not what we wanted. But I'm gonna replay the Uro here. Get a oh, I can't. Son of a biscuit. Okay, I'll get the Catcher Trimo again, I guess, and I'll pass. Ooh, Grafdigger's Cage. Okay, now they are pulling away from this. Yeah, that cage is good. All right, I'm gonna concede. I mean, I was dead. Not like, yeah, not much else to say. Is Deed possibly something we would want? I don't think so, right? Because of the Murktides and stuff. Like they have Cage, they have Bowmasters, they have their own beans. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is fine. Okay, that was at least a quick game. These long grindy games are just killing me. Another no-lander. Oof. Okay, going down to 5. It's not looking good. A one-lander on 5. Love it. Okay. Let's get rid of these and hope that we find a land in yeah, you know, you can almost make an argument to brainstorm right now, but I'm not gonna. But oh, that's always disheartening, like in a decisive game to mold a 5, but that is part of magic. There are like a bunch of ways that we get punished just from having this one lander, let alone like, oh, that was good though. But yeah, I was gonna say like, you know, brainstorm gets days, we get wastelanded, all that sort of good stuff. Up the beanstalk. So I think I have Bowmasters here. Yeah, I mean, I don't have high hopes for this resolving, but I'm gonna try. If they have days, that's the most annoying thing. If they have force, then at least that's a force that's not gonna trigger later on, um, from their own Bowmaster or from the beanstalk. Okay, Bowmasters surprisingly is in here. Something tells me that means they have their own Bowmasters, but you never know. They drew a card. Now they're passing. That would have been nice with a land there. Oh no. Not like this. Fuck. Alright. Uh, my expectations for this game just went to near 0. So, worst thing they could do here is like, Bowmaster is my Bowmaster and then waste me. Well, say it. Speak it into existence. Come on. Of course. Why wouldn't you have that? I'm gonna plow and then probably lose the game. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna concede. No way back from there. Brainstorm lock, mull to 5. They have it all. Okay, down 1 to 3 games. Let's see if the last round can salvage a little bit of pride and 50 play points. Okay, on the draw for the last round. Yeah, gonna keep this suspicious looking 1.5 lander. I just really hope I'm not up against another beanstalk mirror. I can't handle these grueling, grindy games. I don't know. Just not used to playing them. Used to playing combo decks. It's cool. It's cool to like play something that's outside of your wheelhouse, as the saying goes. But it's also just like the aspects of the games being this long and like the clock having such a significant impact is just somewhat unsatisfying, or it's like unsatisfactory. Okay, I'm gonna. Oh yeah, again being punished for not having Bayou. Not that Flood Strain could get that, but I think I need to get Underground Sea here, not Scrubland. Surely no one brainstorms without an answer in this economy, in this Bowmaster economy. Really? Looks like I'm gonna get my sweet brainstorm punishment here. Maybe it's like Storm and they're just like not that bothered. I for sure thought they would have like, I don't know, Fatal Push or something. All right. Well, my shields are down, but they don't know that if it is Storm. Okay. All right. I mean, that's it's not nothing. Well, let's attack. Maybe I just Uro here. Oh no, wait, I can't. I need to find the green mana, really. So let's try and do that. And I'm gonna yeah, that finds green mana. Let's island cycle here. And maybe I get the Ketria Triome, seeing as I don't expect to be doing anything more this turn. Or like, I could cast a brainstorm on their turn, but I don't think I'll be doing that. If we don't get wastelanded and nothing too scary happens here, I'm pretty happy about that. Main deck Pernicious Steed. Is this Nick Fit? Yep, you got it. My Bowmasters did his work. They missed a land drop too. It's very interesting. I think I wasteland their Underground Sea here. They want to brainstorm, which they probably don't, but make them dread. I could Uro here to advance my mana, but I think I'd rather get Beanstalk into play. Okay, Force of Will, fair enough. Force pitching force. Okay, keep missing land drops, huh? Yeah. Let's try this Uro on for size. Gonna leave open. Oh, I stacked them wrong. I tried to never do that. Yeah, I was gonna leave up the Underground Sea in case I drew an Orcish Bowmasters. Okay. Lorien revealed. Okay. Probably getting Underground Sea. Yep. Okay. Ooh, we got lucky and drew the green source right on cue. Yeah, let's see if this Uro can resolve. Ooh, we draw Bowmasters. I love it. Is this Shoulder's Edict? Would I rather have Uro in my hand? Yeah. Why don't we Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll just sack it. It's like, we need it to end up in the graveyard sooner or later anyways. This way I can Bowmasters around it days. Not that I'm necessarily thinking there's days in this deck here. Narset, huh? Okay. I mean, this gets you a card, and then it doesn't. Okay. Narset gets pinged to 2, and now I have 2 1/1s. So get your card. Lauren revealed, sure. Okay, they concede. So this is some sort of bug control. I kind of like the Court of Cunning. Kind of like the Veil of Summer. Not sure about Carpet. They showed us Bayou. Did they show us Wasteland? No, right? I don't think they wasted us. Is Endurance good? Probably we don't need Terminus. Wonder what creatures they're playing. But maybe we could cut like a plow or two. Maybe that's dangerous if they're like all in on like Murktides. Quad Murktides. I don't know. Deed is kind of spicy. I'll cut a Force of Negation. We're bringing in the Veils. Yeah. Not really sure how best to approach sideboarding with this deck, but well, for now, here we are. Yeah, I'll keep this. Sanctuary, obviously, kind of awkward. No turn 1 discard. Happy about that. I think I'm supposed to ponder here rather than just play the sad tapped Mystic Sanctuary. Yeah, we have to mulligan shuffle these. Oh, we draw a fetch land. That's great. That can get. I suppose it'll have to get scrubland if we want Bowmasters to be switched off. Oh, they do have Wasteland. Yep. Okay, you got me. I think probably now is when we play the sad Mystic Sanctuary. They have more Wasteland, maybe? Or Life from the Loam. Life from the Loam would be just insane here. Okay, so they have a yeah, they have a Brainstorm. You'd have to assume this is a Bowmasters deck. Like bug colors. But the Deed makes me unsure. Okay, now we can play the Underground Sea and pass. It signposts what we're doing here, which is unfortunate. But this way we can get green mana with the Windswept Heath. And then my plan is kind of to try and ride this Court of Cunning to victory. But we'll see if that's possible. This is another Narset. Oh, another a Deed, huh? Do I care about this? I think I do actually care about this. Okay. So Deed is forced. If I draw a blue card here, I'm just super happy. Come on, blue card. No! Okay. I think I still play it. I think I still play the Court of Cunning. They did pause just now, which makes me feel like they may have a counterspell. Like before when I forced the Pernicious Deed. But if they pitch cast here, then at least it's a 2-for-1. But then I am a little bit concerned about where I will go from there. Let's get Savannah. Oh, it just resolved. Super. Come on, blue card, please. Please, blue card. No. Okay. Well, still kind of an interesting spot here. Pernicious Deed number 2 would be annoying, but it's still like they need another turn. Sorin the Mirthless. Okay. Look at the top card here. Let me reveal that card and put it into your hand. If you do so, lose life. Okay. Create a vampire token with flying and lifelink. And then, yeah, you deal a lot of damage. Okay, so I'm guessing they're going to make a thing. Yeah. So let's mill them out. This is a route to victory here. There's life from the loam. So if I attack Sorin here, they eat my Bowmasters, and then like second Bowmasters kills off the Sorin, but then they become the Monarch when they attack, unless like my Monarch trigger draws me a white removal spell. I still think I like getting that Sorin out. Get out. So I suppose I can Bowmasters now, and then like that makes my guy a 2/2, the Orc army. Can't kill the vampire. Oh, if they had blocked the other way around, I could have. That would have been sick. Okay, gonna Catcher a Triome here, I think. It doesn't really matter that much. Come on, Leyland Binding, Plow. Okay, or bummer. But if they become the Monarch, as I'm told it's also called, haha. Then they draw a card and grow my Orc army, and we can reclaim the monarchy. I guess they can dredge life from the loam on the monarch trigger if they want to avoid that. Okay, yeah, Thoughtseize. Pick your poison. I either have hardcast Force of Will or can like start doing Uro stuff. Murktide. Okay, that's pretty good. Now I can no longer just swing in and reclaim the monarchy. And they do dredge loam. I'm gonna keep on milling them here. Oh, Leyline Binding. Hello. Let's try that. Do you have Force of Will? Or of Negation? You do not. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, Assassin's Trophy. That's really nice. Yeah. I'll search. Okay. So we can still, like, draw a white spell here. If we're lucky. We do draw a white spell. Excellent. Alright. So the monarchy is going to swing back and forth here a bit. So then they need to cast life from the loam now if they want to keep avoiding the draw trigger here. But they're going to win the race though, right? They're gaining 2 per. Or maybe not. Like I'm losing 2, they're gaining 2, and then they're losing 3. So yeah, they are winning that race. Okay. They can start like wasting me out here. That's a pretty long-term plan though. Surely they have Uro somewhere here, right? I think I leyline bind this vampire, but I think I do it. No, I think I just do it. Like if I give them hardcast Force of Will, that's a little bit annoying. If they have Orcish Bowmasters, I mean, let's draw this card first. That'll lure out the Bowmasters if they have it. Oh, Uro is not a bad pickup. They have Force, okay. Protect the vampire token. Waste me off Savannah probably. That would make sense. So let's keep milling them. That's nice. But we don't have the green mana. Hmm. Well, let's start by attacking. Actually, that's not so nice. If I endurance them, then the whole mill them out plan is just is gone. So let's maybe not do that. Fetching one of my last 2 green sources. Be nice to find like life from the loam. Force of will is decidedly not exciting. If we draw another blue card here, which we don't. Why would we? Well, that is a problem with this deck. We are sort of low on blue, on the whole blue count. Low-ish, anyways. This is a very bizarre game, not gonna lie. Yep, keep taking me off the green. And then I think, like, probably I have to save the Flooded Strand or whatever. I have to save the last Tropical Island for when I draw Loam. I didn't board out Loam, did I? No, I did not. Oh, they have Uro. Okay. I mean, that's going to draw them cards. Either this will draw them cards or, you know, or the Monarchy will. So if they play Endurance or some way to tuck their deck, then I think they just win. Okay. Well, our army is growing. It's a big boy now. Okay, do we ponder here? Ponder means we don't have hardcast force. And a hardcast force would be kind of nice. Beanstalk requires green mana, which we don't have. I think we shuffle here. Okay. Let's attack. Get the Monarchy. Let's play the Strand, I guess. Draw a card. Is it low? No. Oh, second Bowmasters. That's actually really not that bad. So many cards have been drawn this game. Do we care about Uro? Uro is going to start dealing us a lot of damage. They can just replay him next turn. But I think that might actually end up mattering. I don't know. Could be wrong. They force back. Okay. Uro's in. Sure. Then I'm going to Bowmasters. And then they can choose to dredge life from the loam, but then they draw from being the monarch. So I think I'm going to kill this vampire. Narset, sure. What do you reveal here? Nothing. A big fat goose egg. Oh, wait, I should be killing Narset, right? Maybe? Yeah, I should have been putting damage on Narset. Never mind. Stay the course, man. Kill you for 2. As per our agreement. Ooh, Leyline Binding. This is nice. Let's see if it resolves. But I'm so stretched on the mana. Though I don't have domain. Okay. This can kill Uro. Oh, they concede! Yay! We win! We won the match! We won the grindy nightmare. I guess this wasn't even that bad. Okay, so a 2-3 record, not great, not what I'd hoped, but yeah, I don't know. I think this is like this deck or some take on this deck is like really cool and like from a theoretical standpoint, I really enjoy it. Having said that, I have been recording now this league for 2 hours and 42 minutes right now, as of speaking this. And I think a normal, like, run-the-mill league that I do with Storm is at least, like, 1 hour shorter. So, you have to kind of buy into that, I think. I don't think I played particularly slowly. I could definitely optimize for sure, but I don't think, like, even considering that I'm recording and speaking and narrating all the plays, I don't think it was too much outside of what you should probably expect. And like I mean, we did get kind of, I guess, unfortunate in that sense that we played 0 like combo decks, which usually there are quite a few combo decks in the legacy leagues on Magic Online, but this was just all like we played against one, like the closest thing we got was like the 8 cast deck, and then we played I think 4 Beanstalk decks. Really, is that what? Or I even forget if this last opponent had Beanstalks. And I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of torn because on the one hand, I think this deck is super sweet and it's like it's fun Magic to like a large extent. Having said that, though, I really don't enjoy the whole like time aspect of it. I don't enjoy having to set aside that much time to play rounds. I really don't like how the clock becomes a factor and how you end up like, especially because of Magic Online. But this would also be an issue in paper, I think. Just like in different ways. There's no chess clock in paper, obviously, but then you just end up like drawing a bunch, which is not good either. So do with that what you will. I think there's probably a risk that I'll never really truly fall in love with these kind of like Magic decks. Um, Maybe I'm just too much of a Dark Ritual slinger, but it's fun to take a break from Doomsday every now and again and play something else, and that's what I did. And I hope you enjoyed it. I will be back with some more Legacy, with some more Doomsday, and eventually probably with some more dirtily uh, uh, Up the Beanstalk or whatever. But for now, this is Martin signing out. Thanks so much for watching. I'll be back. Bye bye.